right, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Ryan, start this shit off.
I mean, you're the host, John. Come on.
I am the host, but I'm tired. I'm still recovering from this weekend, but fuck it. Welcome to the W.I.P podcast, everybody. I'm your host, John. With me are three friends and a special guest. Special guest, introduce yourself.
Wait, is it me?
No, it's me.
Yes,
Hi, I'm Silverfist91, and I'm always the special guest.
It's Silverfist. He's so amazing.
I know, homie. Nah, it's a joke. It is obviously the Fred Trunkswood.
Hey, I'm Fred. I do the bandcast Lone Stars, Sure to Be Van, Trunks and Soto, Love. I'm working on a couple of other things. And yeah, that's me.
Hello. Fred, I've got a question for you, and I'm sure you never get this.
But we gotta have everybody else introduce
All right, fine.
themselves
Everyone
first.
else.
Hi, I'm Mama Donovan. I am the Texas Steampunk Uldra.
I am Death Metal Bard, the metalist motherfucker in the business.
By the way, Fred, you can drop as many curse words as you want. Fuck it.
Okay, yeah, no problem. They will flow like water. Not an issue.
Awesome. And alcohol is, and I recommend you drink alcohol for this one. So just
I would, but as you alluded to earlier, 4th of July was a little crazy. So I'm like not hungover, but not feeling good.
It was that crazy.
I get that feel.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little sick on Saturday morning, and that'll show in the recordings. But I was a little sick, and then they invited me over for like the seafood boil that they do every 4th of July. It being Lowe's was doing this. And first thing that happens when I get there is Forrest is like, "Can I get you a beer?" And without me saying yes, he's handing me one. And then I don't remember a lot more, but it was good. It was a good day, I think. I got home somehow.
Story of my life. I was stupid enough to go drinking with a girl, and somewhere along the lines, I spent $120 on her and I.
That sounds like a good evening.
Yeah.
Did anything come out of it?
Yeah, but somewhere along, but thinking about it now, I may have made a mistake. Cause it was my second time just hanging out with her, so I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're setting up like a fucking precedent for sure.
All that podcast money.
Yeah, I mean, totally. I'm making so much money via podcasting. What makes it worse is that in Brownsville we have these kids who sell roses, and I knew the kids, and they were kind of dicking me out, and I'm like, don't do this to me. So I ended up buying like $20 worth of roses, drunk, for this chick, and yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Set a really high bar that I'm not ready to keep on doing.
Damn straight, John.
Next time you see her, you say, "Your turn." I like to go Dutch. I'm all for equal opportunity.
Like 5 years down the lines, it's like, what happened to when you would give me roses? You don't do that anymore for me.
Jesus, I'm not planning on marrying her.
Hey, that's.
What about you? What about you guys? How was your 4th of July?
I worked. It was slow as shit, but I worked, and then I got home and I went to bed because I was tired as fuck, and I had a mental breakdown, so that was fun.
Tori, what about you? How was your 4th of July?
I had a great 4th of July. First, I went to go see Terminator Genesis, and I actually enjoyed it because I like just going to see, popcorn action flicks. And then that was just on Thursday. And then Friday, Barnes & Noble had its pop culture weekend, and that was the Doctor Who day. So I went in my Clara cosplay, and they had a lot of activities. They had some trivia, which was fun, but they had this scavenger hunt, which was kind of frustrating because they said, because there's no hints, it's just, here's a list of 10 things, go throughout the store and find them. So I'm searching every single shelf, searching, trying all these books. I drove myself crazy for like an hour and a half trying to find the 10 things. But then on like the actual 4th of July, I went to Six Flags with my cousins, and I actually rode roller coasters for the first time, and I just like nearly died from the feeling of free fall. But it was exciting. It was a fun weekend.
Yeah.
Sounds
Well,
great.
My 4th of July was probably the most meh 4th of July I've ever had. And that's including that time where I had to work all 4th of July, came home, and decided to hang out in World of Warcraft in front of Undercity with another friend of mine and drink virtual beer.
It's okay, man. I ended up raiding at the end of the night in Destiny with Levi for.
Oh man,
the
people
end of
still
Blizzard.
play that game? Ha cha 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 cha.
It's getting better. Not much,
is it?
but it's getting. It is. It's
Fred,
getting.
Fred, don't lie to yourself.
No, it's getting
lie to yourself,
better.
Fred.
That's not to say
Fred,
it's good.
Fred,
It's not
Fred.
good.
Right,
All
how
right,
much-
let's hear the guest out.
There's not much to say, man.
Oh, there we go.
It isn't good, but it's getting better.
Fred, how much did you spend on all that glimmer?
You can't buy Glimmer.
Really? You can't buy...
No, man.
Items?
And you can hit the cap on Glimmer pretty easily. How much I spend on the game, that's another disgusting amount that I'd probably not like to go into.
Oh man, don't even compare me to disgusting amounts of money spent on one game, because I played TF2, and I had a
well-
disposable income.
Yeah, but that's like a good game, you know?
It is, and they just patched it so it's more like Counter-Strike Go, which is the
Yeah.
most disgusting thing ever.
They
Like,
added
it's not
a
even-
$6 campaign too, right?
It's a $6 like mission thing. You only get 2 missions a week, and
Yeah.
these missions can be completed if you're good half an hour.
Huh.
Yeah.
Trying to
So-
find out exactly how much time I've spent in Destiny on Xbox One, but I saw the
Too
number was
much.
like it was something along the lines of 258 hours.
Holy
So,
shit. That's
Yeah.
almost as much time I spent on Monster Hunter.
that's my second account too. Like I played on PS4 first.
I mean, I've been playing TF2 since 2008, so you know.
Yeah, ooh, my TF2 account can't be low either.
Yeah, but although
All right,
the amount of time isn't actually recorded because back when I started, Steam wasn't like it is now.
Yeah.
But I got a friend who's over 2,500 hours, so yeah.
Christ. Yeah, it says 160 for me, but a lot of that was like making maps and stuff too, and just testing stuff.
Oh, Fred, you and your map making.
I like doing stuff. I like making shit.
Yeah, and that's cool.
That's like my
we
thing.
need people who can make good shit in communities.
I didn't say I make good shit, but
At least you try. At least you try.
I'll produce content.
Fred.
Like his business. Yo,
I have an idea for you.
okay.
Make Sonic Boom work.
I had an idea on how to do that. First, you take the game, and then you put it on a grill, and you light it on fire, and then I don't have to play it anymore.
I was actually going to
Barbecue
suggest,
it.
You gotta put
does burning it count as
you gotta put
fixing?
ice on.
Oh man, there's nothing you can.
Oh, and
You
then
have
you
to
take the
season it
ashes
first.
and you put it on ice, so it's fire.
That game is an amazing tragedy.
It's so amazingly tragic.
Like, it's clear that everybody that worked on it wanted it to be good.
I
Like-
think if you've watched the entirety of the Game Grumps playthrough of Sonic Boom, it's just perfectly described in that. Especially that last moment when Dan Avidan went, "Quality assurance!"
Yeah,
I just of that.
me.
I just like the fact that they skipped so much stuff. That was the best part of of it. It just shows you how shitty, just how shitty the like coding and stuff was, and just the fact that just by using that glitch you could bypass so much stuff.
Oh yeah, I watched a dude live stream himself doing a speed run of it, and he got it sub 1 hour the week it came out.
Yeah, I heard of that.
It was impressive.
That's ridiculous. And then I see the Lone Stars. Go watch them at LoneStarsLP.com.
Man,
That's where
Shameless plug.
that's
So-
where it is, right?
so yeah. I played for the 3 episodes or whatever initially, and I fucking hated it so much. Like I went back to Toys R Us and I returned it, and the dude at the counter knew what the game was, and even though it was open and I didn't have my receipt anymore, he's like, "It's okay. This can't hurt you ever again. It's all right."
Yeah,
and then Bitpolar bought us another copy to make us play it because I got drunk and I told him that I would play it if we had another copy.
God damn it, Bitpolar.
Lord.
Yeah, I saw that video. Lone Stars plays Sonic Boom on my sub bar, and I'm like, Fred, what are you doing?
And the thing is, I think the last episode has gone up that I did, and like I introduced it as the last episode, and we won't play it ever again unless like people just demand it. Which, boy oh boy, there are other games we could be playing with our time.
Yeah, well, everyone that knows you, Fred, knows that you love Sonic the Hedgehog.
I do, like,
but it's understandable that you could play this even like if it is for half an hour, but putting Los and Forrest through that, it's almost torture,
dude.
man.
They're the ones doing it. I was
almost
done
torture.
after the first one. They were like, "Hey, let's keep doing this." I'm like, "You guys don't want to keep doing this, dude?" They're like, "No, but we want to make you do it."
They want to see you suffer.
So let me get this straight. You're done playing the game, right?
I want to be. I want to be so bad.
Okay, so under certain circumstances, you might pick up the game again.
Yes. If people tell us.
Okay, that's good enough for me to know.
Yeah.
That's good enough for me to know. Just saying.
I've moved on to Sonic the Hedgehog 1 for Android, which is like one of the best versions of the game, or the best version of that game, period. And they're not enjoying that as much because I am enjoying it.
They don't get that Schadenfreude or that.
No.
Yeah.
But this week we're playing Jaws, so that's pretty great. Jaws Unleashed and Jaws.
I saw that. It's fucking brutal.
Yeah, it's one of those graphic games I think I've ever
It's a
played.
PS1 game?
PS2.
Oh boy.
Yep. Jaws Unleashed. That's part of my childhood.
Made by the creator of Echo the Dolphin.
So you know it's good.
Yeah. I mean, it is a really good game. It's got problems. It's got lots of problems, but it's good.
It's better than the fucking Jaws
so
Nintendo one, that's for sure.
Yeah. We beat that in 2 episodes, though.
That's impressive.
Lo said that the first time he ever picked up that game, he beat it. So, and he proved it.
Huh. All right, so we're kind of having a bit of a lull, but what have you all been watching lately? Like, I know Tori says you watch Terminator. Fred, I don't know what you watch. Enlighten us.
My answer is actually probably really boring, but so I finally watched Birdman, the 2014.
Oh,
super
what?
good, super
I
good,
love
and
that
super
movie.
depressing.
yeah, you could say it's depressing. I'd say the ending was kind of hopeful, if like it is like what it implied versus like, oh, that's just a hope. That's not what actually happened.
Without getting into spoilers, I think that was her losing her mind, like breaking as a human being. I don't think it was nearly as hopeful as I would have liked it to be. I don't think that there was supernatural elements, but maybe, and I kind of wish. But the other thing is, they've been doing a Daily Show marathon on ComedyCentral.com, where it's every single episode of the Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
Wait, starting from the beginning?
It's starting from the beginning. So, like, a couple days ago...
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, a couple of days ago, I watched the 9/11 episode.
Holy shit.
Oh, goodness.
And it's just been kind of incredible because... And you see so many people come through the Daily Show as well, like seeing Stephen Colbert and Stephen Carell, like, at the same time.
Oh, I forgot
like,
Stephen Carell was in it. Holy
yeah, they
shit.
were incredible with each other. Ed Helms got his start on there, too. Like, there's a lot of good stuff. And a lot of actors who are now dead, like, were guests on the show. Who was the guy that died recently? He was in Hunger Games.
Oh, I don't remember his name.
Paul
something?
Darn it.
Christopher.
Oh, so Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, Philip Seymour.
I was close.
Seymour Hoffman, him.
He was on, and he was talking to Jon Stewart about partying. And it's like, oh my god.
Oh.
That is really horribly depressing to see.
That is.
But it's fascinating, too. And watching the Bush administration over again has been fun.
Although apparently the reason why Jon Stewart is leaving is because he hates election season when it comes to like him covering it.
Yeah.
So like that's it. Before the next one, I'm out.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, he's been doing this for a long time, too.
Yes. Yes.
Like his hair has gone gray in that time.
Oh, yeah. And there's a stark contrast, like, right after 9/11. Like, his hair starts going pretty quick. And he aged rapidly the year after that. Like, you can really see that it affected him.
Well,
Man, I'm really bringing this down. This is super bummer town.
Welcome to the Downer Cast.
I watched Dragon Ball Super as well. That was fun. It's good stuff. You know, through completely legitimate channels that have it legally for sure. And so-
Definitely. Not. I mean, we've talked about Jonathan having to cross the border to see Resurrection F.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, I got a story about that, but we'll talk. We'll cross that bridge.
all right.
Or cross that border, you
We'll
mean?
cross that border when we get to it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, that's all I watched. What about you guys?
I'm not sure what I've watched recently.
Porn.
Well, don't get me started on that.
I love it for the plot.
Right?
It's
Wait,
like
you
Actually,
talking about?
there is some porn that actually has really good plot. You're just like, if you
I was
didn't
like,
have
well, I want
people
to see how this
fucking,
ends.
if you didn't have people
It-
fucking, it would actually be a rather interesting story.
will they ever eat that pizza? Who did order that pizza?
There was one that was just like, it was a character piece where it was just like all these friends in a house.
I
Granted,
saw
it was
the
an orgy,
fifth
but
season of
and it was
Archer.
in another language, but you could kind of tell the personality of the people.
Yeah, that's awesome. Actually,
What did you see, Ryan? I'm sorry.
The fifth season of Archer.
was that Vice?
That's not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Archer Vice. That
Is
was
that
pretty
the
good.
new one? Because don't they have to change the name because they used to work for ISIS?
They don't have to, but they did come out and they're like, yeah, it would be in poor taste to keep that going.
You know, I found it hilarious when I first heard of, the horrible organization known as ISIS. The first thing I thought of was,
Archer.
what? You mean like the organization in Archer? Like, no, they're actually killing a lot of people. Oh, I feel bad now.
Yeah. I don't know. I would never make a mockery of tragedy.
No,
That's not my style.
no, definitely not.
Um,
I've also been watching various anime, such as Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. And Food Wars. Still watching that.
which is shit.
It is not shit. You just don't have good taste
You
in
enjoy your shit.
anime. That was one.
No,
that was
yeah,
made
you
by
know
a
what?
guy who once did porn.
I mean,
Um.
I don't know that speaks to its quality. Have you guys read Prison School?
No,
I
don't think so.
took a shot at it. It wasn't my cup of tea.
It gets to be incredible. It's this brilliant, like, dissection of all anime tropes.
Oh boy.
I can't wait for the show because the show is going to be insane.
I kind of want to argue that though, because the idea that the teacher has the biggest set of tits ever, kind of like, really?
I just looked that up, and my God, yeah, that's right there on the cover.
She's just another student, but it's the underground student council finds these four boys at an all-girls school that they were the first men to be allowed into the school, and they all get arrested for peeping on the girls. But it's like an in-school prison, and thus the prison school. But all of the characters are different, like, anime tropes, and they do just like this, like, not dissection, but like vivisection of it. It gets to be quite brilliant, but it is kind of rough in the beginning.
I figure like at that point, if I can get into it from the first couple chapters, I'm not gonna like it.
That's fair. I think everything
Yeah.
should be engaging from the start, but I don't know. I stuck with it just because I was told to.
I mean, that was the same thing with Food Wars. I mean, as soon as I saw a chick orgasm when she bit into a piece of steak, I was like,
Well, it was gotcha pork, by the way, not steak.
whatever the fuck it was. I mean, she had literally had like a whole thing where everyone in the room orgasmed with her, and I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about this. at all.
It looked absolutely delicious. I'm
I
not
mean-
gonna lie.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, for fuck's sake, when she cut into it, the meat fucking oozed, and that's not referencing anything. And then she was like holding her crotch and covering her tits, and she's just like screaming in ecstasy. And I'm like, okay, what did I get into?
It's like that scene in The Matrix, but it's the entire anime. It's that scene from that Matrix.
I can get behind that.
Well,
Just watching that show
Evan, what have
makes
you
me
been
want to
watching?
I want to try cooking that. That sounds good.
I've just been watching random whatever on YouTube and just kind of going back and watching cartoons and shit that I haven't watched in a long time, like Batman Brave and the Bold. Just random shit, really. Just going, you know what? That show didn't suck as bad as people said it did.
I liked it.
No, Batman Brave and the Bold, Batman Brave and the Bold is fucking brilliant. People just get butthurt because it's kind of like campy, but that's what made it so special. And that's why
because Batman's never been campy.
Well, that's
exactly.
Well, that's Silver Age Batman. I mean, Batman was fucking campy.
Exactly. That's why I laughed so much when Arkham Knight came out and they had the Adam West skin. I went,
Yeah.
You mean to tell me I get to dress up like Adam West and I go punch guys and I could do little sound effects
In the blue?
Yeah, in the blue.
Yeah. It looks terrible.
wow.
And that's part of what's so great about it.
Yes, I was like, as soon as I get that game, Adam West is gonna go punch Scarecrow in the face.
And when he does, it's gonna go bam, and this punch.
It's gonna go
Yes.
kapow, Wookiee, pa.
I love that it has the little weird eyebrows on it.
I know. It's so beautiful.
Wait,
What is?
that's the Adam West costume
No, what
in
is this?
Origins?
Yep. In Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
that is Arkham Origins. Sorry.
Oh no.
No, okay. So I did play Arkham Origins, and then after I beat the game, I went into multiplayer. And I only was able to get into one game, but the one game I was able to get in, I played as Batman. And so I dressed up as the Adam West Batman and kicked everyone's ass within 9 minutes.
Nice.
It was like, dude, Adam West just kicked our ass.
Adam West.
Adam West.
Adam West. Tori, what about you? What have you been watching that's not horrible?
That's not
Well-
Terminator, I believe he means.
Well,
Why you gotta hate?
Same reason why we hate on Duke Nukem Forever, John.
It is an amazing game.
It is definitely not.
Pretty sure you got Stockholm Syndrome.
Even Fred agrees with me.
It's okay, man. I feel the same way about Sonic 2006. I know it's bad, but I'll defend it.
No, it's a good game.
Man, I played through that game and no.
Okay,
It's not.
Tori. Sorry, before we cut you off, Tori, what were you saying?
I was saying that since it was the 4th of July, FX was showing Captain America, the First Avenger. And so I was watching that, and my aunt's boyfriend was there with us, and he just had like no knowledge of comic books at all, or no knowledge of the MCU at all. So he was the one who I kind of needed to explain it to him as we were going through, and he thought that the skinny Chris Evans was the real Chris Evans. So he's like, we're at the scene where he's rescuing Bucky and the Howling Commandos from the Hydra base, and he goes, "How did they make him look all big and muscular?" I'm like, that's the real guy. He's actually a big beefcake in real life. They use CGI to make him look skinny and tiny and scrawny.
Well then.
Which to me, yeah, that effect, it never really. Well, it was cheating for me because I remember Fantastic Four Chris Evans, so I'm like, you can't fool me. I know he's a beefcake, and even so, like his head on the skinny body, it's just always been too big. It doesn't look right.
Yeah. It did look weird. It looked like he was going to fall over from the weight of his own head.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in my Japanese animes.
The fuck are you talking about?
Well, on my end, I actually got before blah blah blah. I'm losing my words. If you don't know, Fred, we were on a break for a while because of like family reasons and personal issues and whatnot.
Technical issues.
So technical issues too. And I had an opportunity to go see a lot of movies. One of them being Dragon Ball Resurrection of F, but I had to go to Mexico to see it, which is literally just a 2-minute drive from my house to the bridge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that you hear all this shit that Mexico is bad and there's killings and shootings and all that when it's right near your doorstep. It doesn't help even further when the Border Patrol says good luck when you're crossing.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's like I kind of took the effort. I told my friends, look, I want to see Dragon Ball. I don't want to see it pirated because I want to support the series. I want to support it before we pirate it. Yes. So I told him, I'll pay for, we'll transfer my American dollars to Monopoly money and we'll go see it in Mexico. I'll pay for everything. So I took 2 friends who are the most Hispanic people I know so that I wouldn't feel as out of place. Boy, was I wrong, just going in there. We bought everything. By the way, if you go to Mexico and you buy a value pack of popcorn, you're not spending $40. You're going to spend like good $15 for like a popcorn, soda, hot dog, nachos, the works.
Man, that sounds amazing.
What?
It's a good little deal.
Oh my god.
You save a lot of money.
Great.
Oh my god.
So we go into the theater and we knew we were kind of off because there was a lot of older Mexican men in there.
Yeah.
A lot of them in suits. So a lot of them in suits. So we're like, what did we walk into? What the shit is going on?
Just like
so we're
Mexican
thinking, oh
mafia.
god, there's some I hope there's no cartel members listening, but we all thought they were cartel members. We're just like, oh shit.
Oh, you're dead now, John.
We're all just
You done?
we were sitting in the front row. We were sitting in the front row, and we're just like, oh god, did we walk into the wrong room? Holy crap. In an instant, every person in that room goes from Mexican to Japanese. Because when Chala comes on, everybody sings. I lost it at that point. I was just laughing my ass off, and I go, are you serious?
Chala, head chala.
It's to say that the fan base for Dragon Ball in Mexico is really high, that people were like quoting every move that would come on during the movie, and I was just like, I don't know any of this in Spanish. I know it in English. My friend was like, Destructo Disc? That doesn't exist here.
Yeah.
Like all the shit it doesn't exist. So you shut your mouth. And I'm like, oh.
Wait, what's Destructo
It's good.
Disc?
That shit Krillin does.
Oh, I know. What is it in Mexico?
Kienzan.
Kianzan?
It's Kienzan, and then it also threw me off that Tien's not called Tien. And I was like, well, I'm the wrong guy in this room.
Oh, Tien's my favorite character.
So yeah, that's my Dragon Ball story. And then I went to go see Terminator Genesis, which it doesn't work.
Oh, my
Not to
favorite
be that
part of
guy,
the trailer for Resurrection F was the split frame of Roshi turning super buff. I was like, oh my god, it's happening.
Yeah.
Buff Roshi
Oh,
happens
and one
once
thing,
again.
Fred, let me ask you a question, Fred.
Mm-hmm.
Goku versus Superman, who wins?
Oh boy.
It's Superman.
Thank you. Because
I mean,
Goku went out like a
wouldn't
bitch.
fight for one. So I mean, nobody. Like they wouldn't fight. They're not the kind of people that would fight against each other. Like I've heard this fight argument over and over again from the people. It's like, well, if Goku had kryptonite, then yeah, I guess Goku would win. But like, whatever, they wouldn't fight each other because that's not within their character.
Superman would man moan through kryptonite.
You think so?
Apparently, he can just man mode through kryptonite.
I mean, to a point.
Yeah, he can.
Oh,
well,
man. Oh,
New Superman is OP. But there's a scene in the movie where it proves to everyone that Goku went out like a bitch. That's all I gotta say. You'll see it in August.
Yeah.
For like
When you
a
see that
weekend.
scene, Fred, you will know that Goku is a bitch.
Oh.
Fred, are you going to the limited time screening in August?
I don't know, man. Oh, maybe.
I would love to, but yeah, I can't really afford
they're-
nice things.
I don't think it's showing in San Antonio. Also, I don't know that I want to go see a Dragon Ball movie in theaters. I don't know if that's something that
I did it for
want.
Battle of the Gods.
I
Are you sure
went
they wouldn't have it at the Alamo Draft House? They get a lot of anime.
Maybe. I actually used to run anime at the Alamo, but I know that they're not particularly partnered with Funimation anymore.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
I mean,
I
Fred,
think
you could go to the movie as one of the best characters, Nappa. I mean, you have the head.
Yeah, but then I'd have to
It
grow that dope mustache. But on the flip side, I'd get to grow that dope mustache.
That's true. That
don't know,
Jesse
yeah.
Ventura mustache.
I'd like to go to Dallas and see it with Team 4-Star, but I don't know.
I mean, you could go as Tien. Just glue like a googly eye on your forehead.
See, that actually sounds great.
Just not even like an eye, just like a googly eye, and you shake it and go.
I like minimal effort costumes. So,
Get the
yeah.
one that has the eyelashes on it.
And instead of like the outfit, you have like a green robe, like so it's a bathrobe.
I have a pink one. Does that count?
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
sure.
you're colorblind, so you can't tell the difference.
True story.
I forgot. Like, I can't tell the color.
I am
Oh,
red,
God.
green, colorblind, and pink is a red, so that it fits.
So when you see a rainbow, what do you see?
All the colors, basically. I see them, except for like if the red and the green were right next to each other, I might have a hard time telling the difference between the two.
Yeah,
There's this great "Hey Ash, what you playing?" about what it's like to be colorblind,
Oh, that was great.
but it's not about like what it's like to see as a colorblind person, but just like the shit that you have to deal with people who don't know what colorblindness is.
I give shit to a friend of mine all the
I like
time
the-
because he's also red-green colorblind.
Yeah.
Oh, I just learned today in my MCAT prep class how that happens. It is X-linked recessive. So, did your maternal grandfather have red-green
Red-green.
colorblindness?
No idea. They're all dead. Thanks for bringing it up.
Oh,
Now I missed
oh,
that. No,
Tori.
I'm,
Now,
kidding. I'm kidding. It's all
damn.
fine. It's all fine.
you won't come back ever again. Thanks, Tori.
So
Whoa.
I was reading that 1 out of every 8 men has some form of colorblindness.
Well, yeah,
Uh.
because the explanation is because it's X-linked recessive. So if one of your X chromosomes have it, like the reason why it doesn't show up a lot in women is because they have 2 X chromosomes. So
Yeah.
one could have that recessive one, but then the other one probably has the dominant one that lets them see all the colors. So that wins. Versus guys who, if it's on your 1X chromosome, that's it. You're colorblind.
Yeah.
You get
Jeez.
one shot.
Yeah. I wish
Did
I
I
had those
get your chance to blow because the opportunity comes in a
Man.
lifetime, yo?
I was trying to come up with the rest of the words, and you got it.
Yeah.
Sick 8 Mile reference, bro.
Yes. Suck it, America. Fred Wood thinks that I'm funny.
Death metal
I mean,
bard
yeah.
wins.
But yeah, so I took a test a long time ago to see how colorblind I was. And like most colorblind people scored like a 40 or so. Like that was your standard colorblind. I got a 5.
Holy shit!
So when I saw that, I was like, that doesn't sound right.
This is golf rules, right? Lower is better, yeah?
Nope. Nope.
So 5, that means... Holy shit.
And it's like, I can see colors just fine, unless everybody's been lying to me about my coloring. Like, Sure to be banned is nothing but color. I used to color for like Marvel, DC, and Archie, and like nobody said anything. So I must be really good at seeing the colors that I do see, or I've been wrong this whole time and everybody's
It's like a
been lying.
little boy,
They
Fred,
appreciated-
drawing a
yeah.
picture. It's like, oh, that's a nice picture of a green
They're like-
apple. This is a tomato.
they hand me a little sticker that says, "I tried."
Yeah, it's like, oh, they just love
Like-
the abstract coloring.
Yeah.
Like
I
your very
learned
unique palette.
I learned that I was colorblind in the I guess it was probably the 9th grade in Spanish class. I was coloring a picture
That's-
of the Earth with a crayon. Because I was in ninth
what?
goddamn grade. And I was coloring the ocean purple, and my friend was like, "Why are you coloring the ocean purple?" I'm like, "I'm not." And then I looked at the crayon, and
Wait,
that was the
purple?
horrible realization. Yeah,
You're that
Wait,
red-green
wait.
colorblind where you can barely see purple?
yeah. I mean, I'm not just red-green colorblind. I'm like across the spectrum. I have a hard time differentiating between the different colors. So like, I have a hard time with blue and purple. Sometimes with red and brown, red and green. And I guess that's about it. Those are the ones that I have like the hard time with.
And you know what's phenomenal,
So-
Fred? You're the
What?
best comic book colorist I've ever seen.
I feel like you might not have ever seen any other comic
Nope,
book
the
colors.
best. I don't read comic books. You're the best.
Then. All right then.
Because
So-
comic books are silly.
They are.
So Fred, I need to ask, why were you coloring in the 9th grade in a Spanish class? That
Listen,
strain
it was
strain
a
of
public school. All right.
Okay.
The
Okay.
Exactly.
San Antonio
Go on.
Independent School District is not super great, and
All right.
that's why I'm so good at Spanish. Clearly.
Hola.
Hola, me llamo
Hola, sí,
Fred.
señor.
Oh.
Claro que sí. And that's
Yeah.
about it.
¿Por qué?
¿Dónde
Poor
está la
people.
biblioteca?
I think about.
I live in Wisconsin.
Can you order food in Spanish, or is that like just
Sí.
like a pain in the ass?
Quiero dos
God.
tacos con papas y queso y huevos y... What else do I get? Peanut, potato, and cheese? Is that queso? I don't
Tocino.
know. Yeah. Por favor, más
Tocino.
rápidos.
Fred, I think I'm gonna troll you. You're not gonna even know it. I'm gonna just start speaking to you in Spanish, but hardcore Spanish,
Okay.
and see how
I'll
you
see what I
react.
can do. Test me.
I'll have Los there. But does Los speak Spanish? I hope
Nope.
he does.
No, he doesn't. I speak the most Spanish
Oh.
on Lone Stars.
Holy crap!
And
This is gonna be
I-
fun, interesting.
So I'm actually like I'm fluent in terms of the rules of Spanish, so I understand structure and all that, but man, my vocabulary sucks. Like that was the thing that I didn't ever learn was like all the different words for things. So I'll be like, let me have a fresca. It's like, no, that means strawberry. Like, all right, shit. I meant water.
Agua.
Agua
Aguas
fresca.
frescas.
Aguas frescas. That means is that like sodas?
No, no, soda. Okay, Spanish
I've heard
is
of
weird
soda.
because
I've heard of soda.
I've heard of soda too.
Okay, Spanish is weird in the sense where we don't down here we have Valley Spanish and it's weird. We'll say quiero un coca, so that'll be Coke. But then that term coca can branch out to a lot of things.
Cocaine.
That's kind of like the
I mean,
yes,
right?
Fred, because
Yes?
everyone in Brownsville
Yeah.
does everyone in Brownsville does cocaine, Fred. Yes,
Well, I mean,
totally.
there's nothing wrong with. Well, I mean, there's some stuff wrong with
There's
it.
a
I
lot
guess.
A lot of things wrong. We here at W.I.P Podcast do not endorse the use of
All I'm saying is-
illegal
Fred
drugs.
do what
Fred
does
Wood.
you.
No, don't do cocaine. That shit's bad for you. Have you seen Scarface? Shit goes wrong.
I actually have.
You haven't seen Scarface.
I should watch Scar.
I'll
Fred?
have you know. Is this a call for help, Fred?
No, I've honestly never done coke. Not an issue. I have done quite a bit of the alcohol.
That I know.
I mean, I said illegal drugs, so alcohol's very legal. So
Oh, that's true. I mean, it kind of depends on what's legal in Philly, because
Don't encourage- Don't
Hold
mean. I
on.
mean, crystal.
Hold
crystal
on, let
meth
me
is
Google
crystal
something real quick.
Are you going to see if marijuana is legal in Philly?
So I didn't do anything in Philly. I drank.
What if by chance you were in Seattle?
I do not smoke anything actually. I used to smoke hookah, which is just the flavored tobacco.
Right.
Everybody always tries to put weed in that, but I don't smoke weed. But I was drinking a lot, and there was this guy that looked a lot like me telling me that I should smoke. And who am I to say no to myself?
It was Brental Floss.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm certainly not incriminating anybody
Brental
else.
Floss does not condone the use of illegal activity.
But when you look in the mirror and the mirror looks back at you and says, "Hey, want to hit?" You say yes, because who knows you better than you?
Are you saying that you yourself confused Brent for yourself?
No, not at all. I was, however, very drunk.
Oh, that's believable then.
Anybody at too many games saw me the following morning, close to death.
I've been there.
That was me July 5th. Close to death.
I actually
So yeah, Spanish is a weird vernacular where everything is weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like Fred, if you try asking basic Spanish, it's weird. Like aguas frescas means like fresh waters, but then even then it's like flavored water.
It's usually got fruit and stuff in it. Yeah.
Am I buzzing?
Sodas can mean like... No, you're good. Cocas can mean like cokes, but then you can be like sodas too, and like you have to be specific. But mind you, when you say you want a Sprite, you don't say quiero Sprite. You say Sprite. You have to add the E. Otherwise, people will be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. You know, it's
Sprite.
E-S-P-R-I-T-E. Sprite.
Sprite. Or when you go to Stripes. When you go to Stripes, you have to go, voy a Stripes.
Do we have Stripes in San Antonio? I don't even know. I went to
I think
Wawa
you have one.
a lot. Do you guys know what Wawa is? Fucking Wawa is... It's a convenience store in, like, the Northeast that they serve made-to-order meals, I guess. So you, like, walk up, you type into a little machine what you want, and then people bring that food to you. But you don't ever have to say anything to them. So it's this magical place where, like, you tell a robot what to do and a robot tells a person what to do. It's pretty great.
I don't think I would like that.
No?
Because it wouldn't give me a chance to dick around with people that work there.
I know, but, like, imagine a world where your food was never fucked up.
I just make it myself.
I don't like that idea.
Really?
I don't think people would be comfortable with that.
Fred, I don't like that idea.
Because then nobody...
A fuck up...
It's like nobody has
to be good, Fred.
This is true, yes.
Then you'd never get that special tater tot that comes in your fries.
That's the name of my autobiography. Fuck ups can be good.
That'll be published right after your book on how you were able to scam deals out of many things for your life.
Buy big or go home.
That's what it was called.
Yep. I wrote 2 chapters of it. No joke.
Oh, that's actually a thing. I was just joking.
I wrote 2 chapters of it a year ago, and they were pretty good. And then I realized maybe a little of it might have been a little incriminating.
I mean,
just like your supposed cocaine use. But,
I have never used cocaine. I realized that I sniffled right before I said that, and that makes me not sound like I'm telling the truth.
No,
I've had
man.
bad allergies.
No, man.
The office I worked at was next to a cornfield. Apparently there are cornfields in Philly. Oh man, there's a thing going up on Cinemassacre in the next week or two that is going to be absolutely hilarious that I helped do.
Nice.
And I can't wait for everybody to see it. But I can't say what it was, but I will tell you a cornfield is involved.
I really want to know, but we can't spoil anything.
No spoilers. But we can guess.
Or
you can say what it's not.
Yeah, it is not Lone Stars.
Excellent. Wait, is it Bandcast?
No.
Excellent.
Fuck.
I'm not in it. I just helped set it up.
Well then. We're getting towards that point where we're going to just kind of kill it or just try to wrap it up. Fred, anything on your mind lately?
I don't know, man. Between doing like 8 podcasts, like I kind of get my words out. I'm starting a new podcast with Brian where we talk about Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, no joke, we're really doing that. It's a terrible idea. It's 2 old fucks talk about Sonic.
Yay, the best kind.
Yeah, you're not that old. Wait, you're not that old, Fred.
2
I'm
old
28,
fucks
he's 31.
talking about Sonic,
when it
running real
comes to
fast
you're-
and jumping off shit.
When it comes to like internet culture, I'm old as fuck, dude. I'm basically a has-been, except I never
I'm
was.
sorry. Oh.
No, I'm kidding. Sorry, that got real dark. It's all lighthearted and it's fun. I'm happy. I
Shit,
want everybody.
The caption of this episode,
Sorry, go ahead.
the caption of this episode will be "Darkness and Cocaine."
Oh no, darkness and coca. Cocaine.
Fear and Loathing in San Antonio.
Yes, there we go. That's the one. I know the lawyer that got that guy off.
Really?
Sorry, that phrasing sounds bad. The guy that got him from being arrested, Hunter S. Thompson. I know Hunter S. Thompson's lawyer, and he lives here in San Antonio.
No shit.
Wait, isn't that the guy who wrote like I think he wrote like a memoir that I actually had to read for my youth studies class?
Entirely possible. He has written a lot of things. But yeah. So I want everybody to go listen to the Lone Stars podcast. If I can die with one thing being popular, it's us reading Italian folktales. Cause holy shit, they're hilarious.
Oh my goodness, that sounds awesome.
Like we found a book of Italian
Are you down-
folktales, and they're all they make no goddamn sense. And we're on iTunes and everywhere that podcasts are found. Just look up Lone Stars and you'll find it.
Are you down
if you
for
look up
Spanish
Lone
vocals?
Stars in iTunes, you might get that one country music band.
You will actually get a lot of country music before you get our podcast. But if you keep looking, you'll find it.
Try.
And
Well, I
yes,
mean, on
I would-
YouTube, you could just add LP to the end of it, and that might get you.
Yeah. That will show up. We would totally do Spanish folktales. Without question.
You can do Charlie.
Do Jose.
Jose, are you there? Oh no,
Jose,
man.
Jose.
Jose,
I mean,
Jose,
it
are you
needs to
there?
be in
Oh my
English.
god, he's here.
That vine was the best.
It certainly needs to be in English. Cannot stress that enough.
Fred, have you seen that vine?
English,
Jose,
English.
instead of
English.
Charlie. The bottle. It's a bottle of Corona instead of a pencil. And then it just empties, and they're like, "Oh no, he's here! He's here!"
I'm like, sorry, hold on.
Looking up Jose.
Yeah, it's right
Uh,
here. What says in the house? That's good. I like that.
so, Fred, the Lone Stars, they are going to descend Japan, are they not?
Yes, it will be the first time that I've gotten Los and Forrest to come to a convention. Forrest helped set up last year at San Japan, but did not do San Japan. I am trying to convince them to stick around for all 3 days. They seem to think that they only need to show up for their panel, and that is not the case.
Oh,
So,
man.
The Bandcast and Lone Stars will both be there. It'll be... I want to do some things, some crossover, some brand synergy, but we'll see.
Oh, man. That'd be...
Well, I'm just saying, they're invited to Fogo de Chao too. I'm just saying.
Fuck yeah. I'm down. I don't know if they are, and I want that to happen.
We gotta dress all fancy for that.
I mean,
I promise to not dress
Fred, you
fancy.
gotta
I
wear-
promise to dress the opposite of fancy, just like the last time I went to Fogo. It was bad.
just go in boxer shorts. Go in boxer shorts.
No,
a
he'd
torn
cosplay
sock, a
as boxer
t-shirt with an ice
hockey.
cream stain on it.
Oh, I would cosplay the fuck out of boxer hockey. Hell yeah. I miss that comic.
I miss that comic, too.
Tyson's too busy being, like, really successful
He's
now.
too busy being good at his things.
It makes
I
me
think we
happy.
should make it an effort just to go as.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. You were saying something.
I was just saying, it makes me really happy to see my old buddy Tyson drawing and my old buddy Matt coloring the Sonic the Hedgehog book. Like, that's incredible.
Now,
I
is
never-
it Tyson Heath or Tyson
Yeah.
Heath?
Well, I don't know. Known the guy for like 12 goddamn years. I still don't know how to
Is it
pronounce
still
his
a
last name.
mystery?
It might be Hesse.
Hesse? What?
Hesse? No, Hesse.
Hesse?
I
Why?
think that is actually
There's a third option now?
Hesse, Haas. Tyson Haas. Ritz. His name is Ritz. God damn it.
Ritz. Like the cracker.
But yeah, so he was, I don't know that he's still drawing it. He was doing the Mega Man comic right before it got canceled.
Ooh.
Sad times.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so great to see. Like, Tyson is the one that was like, hey, you should check out Photoshop, and Matt was the one that's like, hey, here's how you do shit. So, like, seeing them work on, like, one of my favorite things from my childhood is pretty cool. I dig that. How do we end this show?
I don't know.
Or do we end this show?
We really don't have a way to. We really don't have a way to end it. We just kind of like abruptly end it on a note or something. But at this point of the show, we probably like plug our own shit. Well,
I would like to say
we plug our own.
I would like to say that everyone except for me that's on this podcast is going to San Japan. So
Don't worry, Ryan. We'll get you there eventually.
You'll get me
even
there?
if
Well,
Yes.
we'll make you a mup.
But I'm gonna need to spend $100 on a fucking wristband.
Why don't you get like some sled dogs to take you all the way down here?
Yeah, but snow stops once I hit Chicago.
no,
Then
we're
it's
gonna,
just wind, and
No,
then
we're
it's
gonna-
just fields, and then it's desert, and then I'm at Texas.
Well, so if you guys want to end the show, I got a Jack update. Jack has been regularly posting about Cat Week instead of Shark Week.
Mm.
So
Wait, the Jack?
the Jack, yeah, I'm just
The
checking. This is our Jack checkup. But you know, as always, I just wanted to say goodnight, Jack.
Good night, Jack.
Good night, Jack.
good night, Jack.
Good night, Jack.
And we just ended here. Boom.
See, wherever human beings have been around, you see rectangles and straight lines. Because we're always trying to straighten things out. And so that's the very mark of our presence. I don't know why we do it. It's always been a puzzle to me.